Greetings and welcome to the Mid-Missouri Kayak and Weather Report for December 2022. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, December 29th, the temperature is 71 degrees. Yes, it's a record high. The previous record high, I believe, was 66. We had 40s and then into 50 yesterday, and then, yeah, here, 71. We'll be back in the high 40s tomorrow. Then 2 or 3 days it'll be high 50s, low 60s, and then up and down between 40s and 50s. Rain predicted for possibly tonight, but it's been dry as hell. Yeah, we had snow 9 or 10 days ago, I think. We had 3 inches, and we actually had -7 or -9 degrees. But here we are at 71. That snow's all gone and melted. Now if you look behind me, that's chunks of ice that are frozen up on the bank. This is a small creek that I've backed into. About 100 feet behind me, it's frozen. And yeah, I'm on the Marys River. I launched at the Mary Osa access. I was going to cross the river and check out the Marys River, which is small, about the size of Ellicott Creek, maybe a little bigger. Maybe Tonawanda Creek, and it's usually frozen. I've gone there in early March and it's been frozen solid. I crossed the Moreau River on the highway today on the way here, and that was frozen, so I don't know if I'm going to bother with the Marys, because then I'd have to paddle across the river and fight the current coming back, because I've paddled I've paddled downstream 1.5 miles, and it was nice leisurely paddle. I had the wind behind me. Yes, there's a strong wind out there. It's like a 20-mile-an-hour wind, and even though it's 71, I'm wearing a quilted jacket because I anticipate paddling into that wind, blowing off the water, which I'm guessing if the streams are frozen, that the river itself probably isn't much higher than 35 degrees. So yeah, cool breeze on the water. But like I said, it was behind me, and I'll pay for that going back. I've not seen any wildlife. Looking across, about a ½ mile away, I'm seeing something that's soaring, but it's not circling, so I'm thinking it's a turkey vulture. There's 2 of them, turkey vultures. The Osage can be nice for seeing eagles circling, but in the winter. But they're never close enough for camera. So, but like I said, the small streams are frozen, so there you have it. There's your paddle and your weather. So let's see, Christmas has passed. That was nice. New Year's just a couple days away. Yeah, I had no plans to travel to New York for the holidays, but as it happens, as some of you know, many of you know, I actually went back to Buffalo around December 12th. I was gone for 4 days. I drove 2 days there. On the second day, after driving from Cleveland, I went to memorial service for my good friend Jerry's mom, and then I drove home the next day. 2 days driving home. Yeah, I had great weather, and there was a good storm when I left Thursday into Friday. A storm was forming, oh, just like a wall of front right between Canada and Buffalo, and I guess they had some good snow for that. And what happened this past week? Yeah, that's right, the blizzard of 22. I can't tell people, yeah, I was there for the blizzard of 77, because this one was much bigger. No, I was not there. So yeah, something, huh? Okay, so anyway, my book has been published about a month and a half ago, middle of November. Glass Awash. You can find it on Amazon. If you were to search Glass Awash Ken Gerke, or maybe even Glass Awash Poetry, it'll show up. And it's there, yeah. And it's also available on Barnes & Noble. So there. Yeah, I did a local author showcase about 3 weeks ago, and there were scheduled to be about 30 authors there. It was at the library, and 30 mid-Missouri authors. There were probably about 25. There was a steady stream, I guess maybe a trickle, of people coming through for the 2.5, 3 hours. There were always people there talking with the authors. So that was nice. I got to meet some there were a few poets that I already knew, and I got to talk to some that they didn't know, so that's neat. Yeah. So yeah. Books out. I had a poem published by Silver Birch Press online. They were asking for submissions on a theme of one good memory. So I wrote about one good memory. I wrote about visiting with my dad, visiting my parents when they lived in the country, and about my dad. Hear that? I just backed into the ice. Yeah. So, yeah, so I had that published. I've got 3 of them that are going to come out in the Gasconade Review, which will come out after January 1st, print. And I have others out for submission. So yeah, I keep writing. One thing about driving on trips like that, I usually get a poem or 2 out of it. I think I wrote 2 or 3 actually. So yeah, I have this thing that I've been writing when I'm on trips. It's called Riffs on the Road, and I'll play jazz music like Miles Davis or John Coltrane, and I'll write a poem that kind of hints at what is taking place in the music. Yeah, but talking about what's around me or what's on my mind. So actually one of those, Riding with Miles, yeah, is in Glass of Wash. Where's it the Coltrane poem? it's gone. So yeah, I actually did one a few years back. It was called Riding with Primus. Yeah, I'll have to pull that one out and read it again, because damned if I know what it was. Hell, I can't remember what I wrote 2 days ago. That's why it's good to have a book, so now it's in print. Yeah. Okay, geez, that's about it. Oh yeah, you know what? So traveling, got to see the grandkids. Well, I didn't get to see the oldest or eldest grandkids, but I got to see the young'uns, the little ones, and I met Maeve for the first time, 3 months old. Yeah, I was not going to be able to meet her because, like I said, I wasn't going to come back. I wasn't going to go back there for the holidays, and if I had, I'd still be stuck there. I'd probably just be getting out, you know, the weather and all. Maybe I wouldn't even get in. I don't know. So, yeah, that was great. It was great to see the kids, my kids and the grandkids. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm pedaling back out into the Osage. If I go a little bit further, I'll start heading into the wind. I know that. So, I'll sign off here. This has been your Mid-Missouri Kayak and Weather Report for December 2022. Ciao, folks, and vlog on.